Growing taller sounds impossible, but fixing things that are secretly keeping you shorter is not. Today we're going to break down a simple 5-minute routine that can actually help you stand taller, move better, and feel lighter. Every day, most of us sit in the same slouched position without realizing what it does to our bodies. Your joints get slowly locked in place, your muscles weaken, and your posture sinks. When that happens, your height sinks with it. That's why the goal today isn't to magically stretch your bones, it's to unlock the areas that make you look and feel shorter than you really are. Once you free up those stuck joints and wake up the muscles that keep you upright, you'll be surprised how much taller you appear. To make sense of all this, imagine your body like a tent. If one rope gets loose, the whole structure leans. If the poles get bent, the shape changes. And if you keep forcing the tent into one folded position all day long, eventually it forgets what straight even feels like. That's what sitting does to your back, your shoulders, and your neck, the 3 areas we'll be fixing today. Let's start with the back, because this is where most height is lost without people noticing. Your mid-back, the thoracic spine, is designed to rotate, extend, and support your chest. But when you slouch over a desk or a phone for hours, it gets stuck in a rounded shape. The muscles on your back shut down while the front of your body tightens up. It's like wearing a backpack on your chest all day. No wonder everyone looks shorter. The first exercise we're using to undo this is thoracic rotations. Think of this as gently wringing out your spine side to side, the way you twist open a stiff jaw. When you sit too long, that twist disappears, but when you bring it back, your upper back suddenly feels awake, your ribs open up, and your chest stops collapsing inward. Right after that, we use the cobra pose, one of the best moves to reverse the classic sitting shape. Everything your body does when you're hunched over, cobra does the opposite. It pulls your chest open, lifts your spine, activates the muscles behind you, and lengthens the front of your body. And the bonus? It's an easy way to remind your spine what upright actually feels like again. Now I know some of you might see me doing these moves and think, that looks too easy. Trust me, it wasn't always. Mobility is something you build, not something you're born with. If you try thoracic rotations or cobra and your body refuses to move the way mine does, that's normal. It means the routine is working on the exact areas that are limiting your posture. Stay patient and keep practicing. You'll improve faster than you think. When the back starts to unlock, we can finally move to the next area, silently shrinking you. The shoulders. Rounded shoulders don't just make you look smaller, they pull your head forward too, like your skull is trying to escape from your body. That makes you look even shorter and tired. So the first thing we do is simply loosen them up with over and backs. Think of this move like taking rust off a hinge. You glide your shoulders through the motion, open them up, and undo the tightness created by hours of leaning forward. Most people don't realize how stiff their shoulders really are until they try this. Once the shoulders open up, that's the perfect moment to strengthen the muscles that hold them in a better position. And this is where reverse wall angles come in. This move looks innocent, but the moment you do it properly, you'll feel muscles in your mid-back and shoulders that you probably haven't felt in years. Those muscles support your posture, pull your shoulders back, and help you appear taller. If your upper traps take over, don't worry, that just means those deeper muscles need more practice. Try doing it on the floor or a bench until you build enough strength. And if the move feels too easy, add pulses. Add tiny weights. Make the movements smaller but more controlled. This isn't about speed, it's about waking up the muscles that keep your posture tall long term. Now we get into the final key area, your neck. If your head is drifting forward during the day, even by an inch, it can throw off your whole posture. Think about it. Your neck muscles are supposed to keep your head stacked on top of your body, not dragging in front of it like a bowling ball on a stick. When those deep neck muscles weaken, your head slowly drops forward. Not only does that create stiffness and soreness, but it also steals a little of your natural height. The good news is that fixing it doesn't take a complicated drill. The only exercise you need here is the chin tuck. It doesn't look glamorous. Honestly, it might look a little goofy, but it's ridiculously effective. When you do it right, you'll feel tiny deep muscles under your chin working, not the big bulky ones on top. Those deep muscles are the ones responsible for pulling your head back into its true position. People often laugh when they first try chin tucks, but after a week, they'll start noticing how much lighter their neck feels, how much straighter they stand, and how much better they look from the side. Now that you know the exercises, let's talk about how to use them the right way. The routine lasts 5 minutes. You perform each exercise for 1 minute, slow and controlled, focusing on quality. No rushing, no racing the clock. Think of it like teaching your body a language it forgot. You need clarity, not speed. Thoracic rotations for 30 seconds per side, then a minute of cobra pose to gently open up your spine, over and backs for a minute to loosen the shoulders, reverse wall angles for a minute to strengthen the back, and chin tucks for a minute to bring the head back where it belongs. Do it once or twice a day and combine it with simple habits. Stand up more often, move between tasks, and avoid staying frozen in any one posture for too long. A lot of people think there's one perfect posture, chest out, shoulders back, back straight, but that idea is actually a myth. The truth is, no posture is perfect if you stay in it for hours. Bodies aren't meant to be statues, they're meant to move. And that brings us to a few important myths that people should stop believing if they want real, long-lasting results. The first myth is that upright posture is good and slouching is bad. But posture isn't about moral labels, it's about variety. If you keep switching positions during the day, you're already doing better than someone who forces themselves into one correct pose for hours. Your body is designed to move, not freeze in place like a statue. So the more you shift, rotate, bend, and change positions, the happier your joints usually are. Another myth is that fixing posture automatically fixes pain. Science doesn't actually support this. Some people with perfectly upright posture still have pain, and some people with slouchy posture feel totally fine. What helps more? Getting stronger, walking more, and adjusting certain movements until pain settles. Your nervous system cares more about how safe and capable your body feels than whether your shoulders are pulled back at a specific angle. The third myth is the idea that a tiny 10-minute routine can magically fix posture forever. Routines like the one we're doing today are incredibly helpful, but becoming more resilient comes from progressive strength training, not just stretching drills. Daily movement, gradually challenging your muscles, and improving coordination matter far more in the long run. The routine is a tool, not a permanent cure, and the real change happens when you pair it with smarter habits throughout your day. And finally, some people think bad posture is always a problem that must be fixed, but obsessing over posture can sometimes create more stress than the posture itself. If your posture isn't causing pain or trouble, it might not need fixing at all, and that's completely okay. So when you start this routine, focus on how it makes you feel rather than chasing some perfect image. Maybe you'll gain half an inch, maybe you'll gain a full inch. Some people even see 2 inches simply because their spine and shoulders were so tight before. But even if you don't see a number change, you'll feel taller, you'll move smoother, and you'll carry yourself with more confidence. And don't forget, measure your height before and after. People love to see the difference, and the results can surprise you. But if you don't gain height, don't stress. Your value isn't measured in centimeters. Enjoy the mobility, enjoy the strength, and enjoy the posture that feels right for your body. And that is your 5-minute routine to help you stand taller and feel better every day. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. Thanks for watching, and stand tall out there.